it was Zeus, the swan did not seduce Leda, but instead, W.B. Yeats has an excellent poem describing the event, and I put it up on the website. Anyway, a few days later, Leda, the queen of Sparta, laid an egg. We've talked about the person that came from this union, Helen, princess of Sparta, and her storied life. From hatching from an egg she shared with her 2 brothers and 1 sister, to being kidnapped by Theseus and raised by his mom, while the famous king of Athens was a prisoner in the underworld, to being rescued by her egg brothers and returning to Sparta. But there's someone we haven't talked about much. The guy who immediately caught the eye of young Helen upon her return to Sparta, an exiled prince by the name of Menelaus. Menelaus and Agamemnon had been dealing with their grandfather's curse their whole lives. But when they found their home in Sparta, they felt as though their luck might actually be changing. We're going to jump back in time a bit for a quick history lesson. Agamemnon and Menelaus were from the great city of Mycenae, and they were sons to King Atreus. Who was King Atreus? He and his brother, Thyestes, were sons of the famous King Pelops. Now, Pelops, remember the grandfather of Agamemnon and Menelaus, he cheated on his wife, and she, not viewing things through the same lens as Polycaste, immediately enlisted sons Atreus and Thyestes to kill their half-brother, a crime for which the boys fled the kingdom in their dad's wrath. Both Atreus and Thyestes ended up in Mycenae, talking to the famous coward from way back in episode 8, King Eurystheus of Mycenae. King Eurystheus was the cousin of Hercules, and the guy who'd sent the famous demigod on his deadly to-do list. Well, at the time of our current story, Hercules was dead, but over the course of his life, he'd fathered many children, and they had all found each other and formed a fun little club called the Heraclids. They were, of course, not thrilled about how Eurystheus treated Dad way back when, and so the band marched on Mycenae. In his absence, Eurystheus left Atreus, remember the father of Agamemnon and Menelaus, temporarily in charge, because, of course, he'd be right back. However, he never made it back, and what was